Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I am Dr. Wilma Wooten, Public Health Officer and Director of Public Health Services for the County of San Diego Health and Human Services Agency. Welcome to the 2021 Live Well San Diego 20th Annual Public Health Champion Awards. I appreciate you taking the time to join me today as we recognize the achievements of local organizations in public health, partners who share in our dedication to the mission of public health. As you all may know, this signature event is part of a bigger celebration, the American Public Health Association's National Public Health Week. This year's theme for 2021 is Building Bridges to Better Health. Sounds familiar? This theme focuses on a sense of unity. We continue to be challenged this year by COVID-19 and are proceeding a little differently this year for the 20th year celebration. The COVID-19 pandemic has reshaped our world and heightened the public's awareness about racial sensitivity, equity, and climate justice. National Public Health Week featured ways to rebuild a more equitable future through 6 daily themes. Each theme is posted on our Public Health Champion webpage and social media, along with additional resources. The first theme is rebuilding. While we continue to fight through this pandemic, the country has come to realize how important it is to have strong and consistent public health programs. Whether saving lives or reducing economic impact, supporting the health of our community makes us stronger as we build towards our future. Equity and access to health care will remain a top priority. The second theme is advancing racial equity. In the wake of protests that shook the nation, racial equity has been in the social spotlight. While this issue is by no means new, a revived public interest will reinforce our efforts to ensure all communities have the support and resources they need. The third theme is strengthening community. It has been impressive to see local government, the medical community, military institutions, and the public and private sector unite in goals, action, and purpose while staying 6 feet apart. The pandemic created a profound need for food, shelter, testing, medical treatment, financial support, and vaccinations. We showed the world just how strong we are by standing together and finding new ways to help those in need. The fourth theme is galvanizing climate justice. While there is a great deal of attention on food and water shortages or other environmental factors, climate change contributes to a host of concerns for healthcare providers. We will continue to advocate to our lawmakers for progress in prevention and protection, from shifts in disease vectors to the dangers of excessive heat. The fifth theme is constructing COVID-19 resilience. Readily accessible testing, contact tracing, treatment, and vaccinations have helped to protect our communities and mitigate the impact of COVID-19. As we move forward and expand vaccination eligibility, we expect to see COVID-19 cases continue to decline. The sixth theme is uplifting mental health and wellness. The pandemic has caused personal loss, health worries, financial uncertainty, despair, and isolation. Mental health support and shattering the stigma surrounding mental health is more critical than ever. Our final theme is elevating the essential and health workforce. Our workforce faced many challenges this past year: uncertainty, anxiety, health concerns, and economic worries. But they stood strong, from nurses on the front line to grocery workers who kept stores open. There is new appreciation for how important these essential services are in our communities. As a county, we have stood steadfast in the face of this pandemic and made sacrifices to keep our family, friends, and community safe. I would like to personally thank all of the 2021 Live Well San Diego Public Health Champion awardees for your efforts and your service. All partners deserve this recognition. You have made a difference, and today we celebrate you.
Welcome to the socially distanced 2021 Live Well San Diego 20th Annual Public Health Champions Award Ceremony for San Diego County. My name is Nick Manchone, and I'm the Director of the Health and Human Service Agency for the County of San Diego. Nothing could have prepared us for what we faced over this past year, both a medical and public health crisis unlike what we've ever experienced in our lifetime. COVID-19 has presented us with an endless number of challenges, from shortages of medical supplies and medical professionals and hospital space, to reaching and protecting our most vulnerable San Diegans. However, together, we have conquered one challenge after another and found innovative ways to solve big problems, including our T3 strategy to fight COVID-19, test, trace, and treat. You know, today's a special day for me. I feel privileged to help recognize the exceptional work of our colleagues who are San Diego's healthcare heroes. These individuals and organizations always go above and beyond in their commitment to the Live Well vision. Their actions give San Diegans the greatest opportunity to be healthy, safe, and thriving, even in the midst of a pandemic. A perfect example is Project SAVE, which stands for Scheduling Assistance for Vaccine Equity. This project created a streamlined system to secure vaccination appointments for San Diegans who were at highest risk for COVID-19 complications. Another example is the extremely successful Operation Collaboration. This is an initiative through the county, local fire agencies, and emergency medical services to administer vaccines in remote areas like Campo and Borrego Springs, and hard-to-reach populations like rural skilled nursing facilities and agricultural workers. These collaborations are powerful. These collaborations save lives. As a team, the county and our partners will continue to work together to reach our Live Well goals and provide support and health services that are equitable for all residents and all communities. I am so proud of all that's been accomplished this past year, and on behalf of the County of San Diego, I want to personally thank you for all you've done. And now more than ever, your talents and compassion serve a bigger purpose. You are very much appreciated. You are proud examples of what can be done when we unite for a common goal. Thank you, and congratulations, and live well.
Thank you all for joining us. I wish we could celebrate together in person, but since that isn't possible this year, I'm thankful you're able to join our virtual event. We know it's been quite a year, a very long year, filled with incredible challenges we've never faced before. And we're now more than a year into the COVID-19 pandemic, and we all see the heavy toll that it has taken on our community. It's been our responsibility as public servants, as medical professionals, educators, military leaders, community and business leaders, all of us together, it's been our responsibility to step forward during these difficult times, to lead and to support one another. Your dedication has made a vital difference, and I want to thank you, all of you, for your efforts. And as you know, health and well-being requires more than just physical fitness. Social awareness, racial sensitivity, and inclusion, those are all components as well. One of the themes this year for Public Health Week is environmental justice. This is a topic that is very important to me, to my constituents, to our entire county, because I believe that every person is entitled to not just meaningful involvement in environmental issues and decisions, regardless of race, color, national origin, income, country of birth, but I believe that every person is entitled to clean air and water, an environment that can facilitate a fulfilled and engaged life. San Diego is one of the most beautiful places in the world to live, and every one of us deserve a say in how we keep it that way. On this day of recognition, I'd like to take a moment to thank the Live Well San Diego sectors and the communication and outreach collaboration. Through the Live Well San Diego sectors, we are able to easily organize resources, those resources that can help meet the specific needs in our community. We can guide people to information, to programs and support in an equitable way to assist them throughout this pandemic and in the years to come. And our communications and outreach collaboration has built a network of incredible organizations that are all designed to help us educate and connect with our most vulnerable populations. Service providers can speak to clients one-on-one, contact trace and offer testing and treatment referrals. These outreach and support services are possible when we work together as a community, and they're possible when we lift up one another. Thank you for your tireless efforts. Thank you for your collaboration, your compassion, your dedication. I am proud to work alongside true public health champions.
In honor of Public Health Champion Week, the business sector would like to recognize and celebrate 1 year of resilience as we mark this milestone of working together to prevent and fight COVID-19. Over the past year, our efforts to support the business community has resulted in phone and email communication, one-on-one technical support to our business partners, including chambers of commerce, business associations, and other business districts in the county. We have sent out we've hosted 40 telebriefings and sent out over 123 e-newsletters, and over 8,000 COVID-19 educational resource materials have been sent out. Thank you for your continuous efforts to keep your communities and your employees safe and resilient during these unprecedented times. On behalf of the business sector team and stakeholder partners, it is my pleasure to accept this Public Health Champions Award. It has been our greatest joy serving all of you during this most difficult time.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bustos, Community Development Liaison for the County of San Diego's Health and Human Services Agency. Since March of 2020, I have been honored to serve as the COVID-19 response, outreach, and education lead for the community and faith-based organizations and rural community sectors. All of us here at the CBO, FBO, and rural community sector, also known as family and learning community, sincerely thank all of our public health champions for allowing us to partner with you to inform our communities and help protect lives during this most unprecedented time. You have been our heartbeats on the ground and our trusted messengers. You have literally been the much needed lifelines to community residents seeking COVID-19 information and services. Time and time again, you have shown great resilience and commitment to serve, bringing energy, creativity, wisdom, and most importantly, compassion in all you do. And yes, you have been our mentors, always asking the important questions and providing critical guidance to help shape our outreach and messaging to San Diego County residents. All the time, always as full partners with us. As public health champions, your leadership and dedication to help our communities stay safe has strengthened all of us, and for that, we sincerely thank you.
We at the education sector want to give a big thank you to all of our public health champions. From our littlest learners in early childcare to early childcare education settings to K-12 education and institutes of higher education students. Our champions have gone above and beyond to do amazing work this year, unlike any other. Thank you.
You, our champions, have shown creativity and innovation in developing new ways to deliver education and critical services to our children, youth, and families. We thank you for all your incredible leadership, dedication, and service this past year. Our sectors are stronger because of you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Barbara Jimenez, and I'm with the County of San Diego's Health and Human Services Agency. I'm currently serving as the sector lead for cities, government, tribal nations, and binational affairs. On behalf of the County of San Diego, I just wanted to take a moment to thank our COVID-19 tribal nation sector for the engaging participation we've seen in the past year. Looking back, we never could have imagined we'd be at the forefront of a global pandemic, but we took an unfortunate situation as an opportunity to continue to strengthen our relationship, and our cohesive efforts brought us closer. Since the start of the pandemic, our tribal nations partners have really played a key role in helping the county remain vigilant by being highly responsive to the community, me, our public health officer, Dr. Wilma Wooten, and county leadership in really sharing key data updates and response strategies for the betterment of our respective communities. In partnership with the county, along with the tribe's effort in rolling out COVID-19 testing, tracing, and treatment efforts, we could not have flattened the COVID-19 curve without your support and your collaboration. Thank you to the tribal nation leaders and our appointed public health authorities for your ongoing collaboration to our telebriefings and for trusting us enough to share your concerns and your feedback. The collection of your feedback, along with the dissemination of rapidly changing information about COVID-19 prevention, mitigation, and response efforts to your tribal jurisdictions continues to astound me. We have made great strides together in promoting and protecting the overall health of San Diego region and upholding the Live Well San Diego vision to ensure that all San Diegans have an opportunity to really be healthy, safe, and thriving. So it is with great honor that we accept this Public Health Champions Award on your behalf, and it's a privilege to call you our partners. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jennifer Tudor, Deputy Chief Medical Officer for the County of San Diego Health and Human Services Agency, and honored to serve as lead for the healthcare sector for outreach and education for the COVID-19 response. On March 2020, the county established the Education and Outreach Branch within the Emergency Operations Center to provide community resources to Live Well San Diego's community sectors. The healthcare sector is one of these 9 community sectors. The mission of the healthcare sector is to improve the health of those living and working in San Diego by providing timely and accurate information to healthcare providers, including medical, dental, and behavioral health providers working in tribal clinics, federally qualified health centers, dental and behavioral settings, urgent care centers, private practices, and hospitals. By listening, engaging, and supporting health professionals, we aim to improve the knowledge and understanding of local, state, and national guidelines for COVID-19, testing, treatment, and infection control, and to help save lives and decrease disparities in health outcomes in our communities by sharing clinical resources and best practices with trusted healthcare providers and organizations in the community. During this National Public Health Week, I would like to thank you for your tireless, compassionate, and dedicated service to saving the lives of members of our community during this pandemic and for going above and beyond in serving the people of San Diego. We are proud to work with champions like you who have helped support all of our healthcare sector communications and telebriefings and shared community resources with your patients, colleagues, and organizations. This week is National Public Health Week, when we recognize and celebrate our peers, colleagues, organizations, and community partners. On behalf of the healthcare sector and you, I am honored to accept the Public Health Champions Award. Thank you.
I'm Lori Jones, and I'm with the County of San Diego Homeless Sector, speaking on behalf of our sector lead, Deanna Beck. I would like to thank all of you who are members of the homeless sector, that is, homeless service providers, homeless outreach teams, volunteers, and community partners for all that you have done during this unprecedented year of COVID-19. Our sector has really felt the impact of COVID-19, from navigating service delivery with a vulnerable population under constantly changing regulations to ensuring an equitable vaccine rollout to our unsheltered neighbors. You have impressed us with your dedication and ingenuity. Through collaboration, dedication, and partnership, our sector has continued to work tirelessly to provide critical resources, meals, hygiene kits, and more to our neighbors without homes during the pandemic. The crucial feedback, questions, and concerns you have brought forward has shaped the guidance and services provided by the county. We are so grateful for all your support and collaboration. With great honor, I accept this Public Health Champion Award on behalf of all of our partners. You are all champions.
Welcome to all those organizations and individuals that routinely participate in the San Diego County COVID-19 Military and Veterans Sector Telebrief. Most of you know me, I'm Gary Johnson. I am the lead for the military veterans sector. Our county leadership wanted to take an opportunity to recognize you as county public health champions for all that you do to continue to serve those that you serve in our military and our veterans and our families, especially in the face of this global pandemic. When I look back a year ago, it was me sitting down with Ron Stark at a Denny's restaurant, determining how we would lay out this sector and how we would pull everybody together to get the job done. We leveraged an existing network that many of you are a part of, but we expanded upon that. And I think the success was significant in our ability to reach out and service and support those in need as we responded to COVID-19. I also want to take this opportunity to recognize the team. Many folks that you know and that you see, myself, but Ron Stark, Dr. J.D. Malone, Dr. Robert Smith, Will Quintong, those folks that you see on my left and my right, thank you, gentlemen, for your service to this county and to the public. But there's a lot of folks also that should be recognized because they really carried the heavy load, those behind the scenes. Madison Ferris, Maurice Wilson, Candace Hadley, Cynthia Vilke, Sarah Raffi, even Carrie Riccatelli and Sharon Hughes, who have been leading the charge on our outreach program at large. In closing, I'd just like to say two things. First of all, thank you again for your service to the military veterans sector. And secondly, thank you for your service to San Diego County in our COVID-19 response. Semper Fidelis, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Kristen Smith, Chief of Health and Community Operations at the county's Aging and Independence Services. Since last March, when the COVID-19 hit, our team has transformed into the older adult and disability sector support team. I would like to thank you, members of our sector, that is, older adults, people living with disabilities, caregivers, and service providers, for all that you have done in this past year. Our community has really felt the impact of the pandemic, from being at higher risk for serious complications and death from COVID-19, to bearing the impact of the increased isolation. But you have really stepped up. By collaborating and chipping in resources and volunteers, we have delivered food boxes to thousands of vulnerable residents. And 7,000 older adults and people with disabilities have been served by our local restaurants through the Great Plates program. And beyond food, essentials like face shields have been made available to those living with disabilities. You have contributed in so many ways, adapting your own services to the new realities and working on committees with the county to adapt current resources and develop new ones, things like the Ways to Engage guide for those isolated at home, other resources for transportation, and more. Also, you have asked us questions and you have brought your concerns to our team, which has helped the county shape its guidance. We are so grateful for your support. You have really stepped up in a big way when older adults and people living with disabilities have needed you most. Thank you.
Well, that's it for this year's program. The 2021 Live Well San Diego 20th Annual Public Health Champion Awards ceremony. Again, I would like to congratulate all of this year's award recipients who have shown strength through partnerships. We look forward to seeing you this time next year. Thank you, everyone.